Hello friends, welcome back to Pokemon Red, the worst final evolutions. When we last left off, we just made our way through Mount Moon, and now we are in Cerulean City, and making our way on the Nugget Bridge in an attempt to level these guys up just a bit more. We got through the trainers on the first part, so now we have to do all the trainers on the routes up to the Pokemaniac Bill, which will get us the next item we need to progress in the story. Just a quick detour here, because I am trying to battle as many trainers as I can. I saw your feet from the grass. Here's a fun question for anyone watching who knows of this game. Do you think that he was saying feat, as in I saw your feat of amazing prowess beating the Rocket Grunt, or do you think it was a mistranslation and he was saying feet as in a human's feet? For the longest time, I was always in the camp of it being a misspelling, but now that I understand what he could be saying, I do actually think it was I saw your feat of defeating the Rocket Grunt. But that's just me. I mean, like, who knows? It could very well be a misspell. Right, don't keep Paris in on poison Pokemon. That's just me being silly. But at the very least, they'll be getting experience. Oh, and good thing I switched out. I would not have been able to act for a few turns. Okay, good. Just gonna take it out. Are you kidding me? My goodness. I hate Fury attacks so much. I cannot wait for Twin Needle, which, if my sources are right, it's level 20. 2 more to go. Okay, this guy's down. And I'm almost out of the potions, but soon I'll be heading to Vermilion City, and I believe we can get super potions there, so I'm not too worried. TM45, what's that? Thunderwave. And nothing in my party can learn it, and I don't think anything I'm going to get will be able to learn it. So that might be a useless TM. But hey, at least it means I can sell for money. Alright. What does this guy have again? I think it's a Machop and a Geodude. Oh my goodness, I think I'm right. It's amazing how much of the early Pokemon games I remember, despite not having played it for years. Maybe that's just how ingrained it is in my memory. Oof. Okay. Yes, Karate Chop in this game is a normal type move, which is amazing because they've got the fighting type moves. So at the very least it has a move that can hit me normally. Oh my goodness. I want Twin Needle so bad. Oh, nice hit. Okay, good. Good job, Sing. Oh, Geodude. Well, that'll be a job for Fang and his water gun. Go! Oh yeah, look at that damage output. So good. And down one hiker. Alright. More potions. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use up the last. Well, everyone's taking a little hit, but I can get through this. This guy, I believe he has an Onyx. Am I right? Oh, 2 for 2. But I'm definitely not keeping a Parison against this. Time to bring in the water gun. Okay, and down. Level 18, that's good. I forget when it's gonna learn its next move. I can't even remember if it learns Leech Life. Over there. Okay, what does this guy got? I think it's like... Oh, I want to say this one's the Rattata Nidoran. Oh my goodness, how much of this route do I remember? Alright. I know stun sporing it won't matter too much if it's got quick attack, but it has that 1 in 4 chance of not being able to act, and I'm gonna try to rely on that. Or it can just use Tail Whip and I don't have to worry about it. Ooh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nice job. Oh, nope. It wasn't an Nidoran, it was a Spearow. Okay, so I don't remember everything. But I definitely know that keeping a bug in against a bird is a bad idea. So I'm just gonna bite it. And down goes another trainer. I'm decent. Okay, this trainer I could never forget. This trainer is infamous in the world of glitches. Using the very broken system that is Generation 1, the programming in the game, with how all the numbers work to determine how things go on, I don't know how people manage to figure out, like, you could do a whole bunch of tricks in the background to spawn wild Pokemon wherever you want, including the mythical Pokemon Mew, of all things. And when I first learned that it was possible to do that, I did everything I could to try it, and apparently this Slowpoke trainer is one of the prime candidates for doing that. And I gotta tell you, when the first playthrough I did where I was able to do this glitch as early as possible, I caught that Mew and I used it the whole playthrough, and my goodness, I enjoyed it so much. Makes me kind of wish that more mythical Pokemon, and when I say mythical, I mean Pokemon that aren't in the game without the need of a special event or special event item. I kind of wish that they were in the game, like, so that you could actually find them normally and you didn't have to rely on outside sources to be able to get them. Okay, so I'm just down here for a Pokemon Center visit. So while that's going on, I'll just continue with what I was saying. In the 6th generation Pokemon games, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they had Deoxys, who, when introduced, was a mythical Pokemon, available to be caught in a post-game side quest. And you don't know how happy that made me, that they were able to incorporate not only bringing a mythical Pokemon into the game for any person to catch, but they paid homage to how you get it in the original Generation 3 games. And I'm thinking that was just such a neat design choice. And I just kind of wish that a lot of Pokemon games in the later generations did that to a lot more mythical Pokemon. Just creating some form of side story that introduces them to the world just helps expand the lore of the Pokemon world a lot more. Because I know with Mew, its origin story was that it was the ancestor to all Pokemon. And they created, like, the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo, with Mewtwo, was all about that legend. And they even incorporated that into this game. But they never allowed Mew to be caught. But they created the lore surrounding it, which to me was just so cool. And then even in later games, Generation 2, my personal favorite Pokemon, Celebi, couldn't even be caught in Generation 2 Pokemon games, and the event to do so wasn't even available in Western releases of the Generation 2 games, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And so much so that until Generation... Oh, I want to say... Generation 7, so a couple years ago, at the time of this recording, did they release the virtual console versions of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and more specifically Crystal, where they incorporated the event into the game that let you catch a Celebi in the game. So it was the first appearance of a Celebi that could be caught without a event. And I gotta tell you, I was ecstatic when that event came out. Because not only did I go as fast as I could to catch one so that I could have it in the games, I also attempted to try and get a shiny variant. So instead of it being the regular green color, it was a pink colored Celebi. And I think it was after 1,800 soft resets that I finally managed to get one. And I was, like, I knew exactly what I was saving my Master Ball for. I was like, you know what? You're mine. Get in the Pokeball now. Like, I just no ifs, ands, or buts. I was saving it specifically for that. And I've got it in my Generation 7 games right now. I haven't moved it up to the latest games, Pokemon Sword and Shield, yet. It's kind of on my plan to do so, but for now, it's resting happily in my 3DS games, and I was just so happy about that. But in a lot of later games, they still haven't done that for a wide majority of Pokemon. Like, some of my favorite uses of the mythical Pokemon, Generation 4, so the Sinnoh games, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, had 3 Pokemon in them: Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus, or Arceus, however you want to pronounce that. It has been misspoken throughout all the years. So I'm just gonna say Arceus, and if you have any other translations for it, just pretend I'm saying that. But anyways, those 3 Pokemon, they had items attached to the Pokemon, so you weren't just handed the Pokemon to say, here you go. You did still have to put in the work to catch them, but instead of just sending you to the place to do so, there was an item that each one was associated with. And when you got the item, it then unlocked a new area in the game, which then expanded the map and the lore of the world. But for anyone who didn't get those items, or times before when you didn't have the items in the game, they were spoken of in the game as if they were, like, it was just lore passed down. Like, you'd hear about Darkrai as the Pokemon that would bring nightmares, and there was the counterpart to Darkrai, Cresselia, was in the game, and you could find it no problem. But then you'd think, well, if we have this Pokemon here, then what is its counterpart? And you'd hear all this lore and talk about it. And the event to which you find Cresselia was also an event to find. It was also bringing in the lore of Darkrai, which just made it sound so much cooler. Ooh, that's actually a good move. I'm gonna have to keep a hold of that. And then Shaman, who is known as the Gratitude Pokemon. There's a whole side dungeon in the game that you have to get through, and then a whole nother route you have to traverse before you even get to the area where you could use the item beforehand. But then all the way up there, you'd hear the lore about the Pokemon and how it's a representation of the things that you're thankful for. And then when you get the item, then it unlocks a whole new area in the game, which was so interesting. And then even Arceus, whose item was never even available in the Generation 4 games. And the reason being is they thought it was too confusing about how to use its item. I'm fairly certain the item actually tells you where to go and what to do with it, but I digress. But the whole event with which triggers as a result, you've not only climbed the highest mountain in the game where you had already met some of the legendary Pokemon to begin with, but then you summon this mythical set of stairs that takes you to a higher plateau in the sky that you could never see beforehand. And then you see Arceus there. You see the mythical Arceus standing right in front of you. And it's like it's the highest level wild Pokemon in the game. It is probably the strongest one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. And it's right there, but just the journey to find it and what surrounds it, and then the location to where you do it. It was just so great. Like, I can still remember the times where I had a chance to try it, and all three of those events, and I just loved them. Like, the fact that there's lore surrounding these mythical Pokemon, and then you actually get to experience that lore and get to catch a Pokemon at the same time. It was just beautiful. But nowadays, a lot of the events are just handouts. Like, it's, oh hey, here's this celebration that we're doing. Let's give you a Pokemon that is this very mythical Pokemon, and everyone just gets a chance. Everyone just gets it. You don't get a chance at it, you just get it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because there are some Pokemon that I do like from the ones that they've done that, and maybe it's even a chance for some earlier Pokemon or some special forms or whatnot. But I just kind of wish that instead of just being handed this mythical Pokemon that might have a blurb on its Pokedex entry, you're actually given a full bit of story, lore, and maybe a new area to go along with it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that Pokemon has done over the years that maybe I'd love to see it like changed or improved. And I'm never gonna shy away from playing a Pokemon game. I've been a Pokemon fan ever since the inceptions with these games. But that doesn't mean I'll give it a pass on some things. Like, maybe if they released a brand new, like, very, very expansive world Pokemon game, maybe there'll be a chance for them to include events where you get to experience the lore of these mythical Pokemon and then give you a chance at capturing them. Maybe it would just be a fun thing to do. I don't know, but it's just something fun to think about. What's not fun is Fury Attack still missing. At this point, it's just personal. I mean, Oddish can't hurt me. The only move it's got is Absorb. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, I get a 5 roll, and it doesn't knock it out. Okay, I'm not relying on the inaccurate Fury Attack. Wow, that was a good conversation I had. It knocked out all the trainers. Wow, I like that. Anyways, what? Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill, I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. I'm such a Pokemaniac that I fused myself with a Pokemon. Sure, I'll help you out. Now, something funny as a kid, I never knew how to work the cell separation system here. Like, I always thought it would stand in front of the monitor, not the keyboard. The funny things you do as a kid when you don't know what you're doing. Anyways. Now the funny thing I learned recently is that you could actually just leave right now and never talk to Bill, and then you'd never get the item that he hands you out. They fixed that in Pokemon Yellow, where you just go and automatically talk to him, but here you could actually just walk right out and you never know what you're doing. But hey, I get to go on a party ship. And thanks to that, we have just finished the side quest here of going to visit Bill, which now unlocks the ability to go to Vermilion City. However, I'm gonna give the gym a shot and see how well I do. Now, it's a water-type gym, so the water-type attacks won't be effective on Paris. But maybe I could get Beedrill up to level 20, and then it could learn Twin Needle, which, well, it doesn't help against most of the Pokemon in the gym. The ace Pokemon of Misty is part Psychic, and Bug is effective on Psychic. So I might be able to put a little damage on it if I do that. So I'm going to let Kingzing stay up front, and we're going to go tackle the gym. Okay, first trainer. I think this guy's got a Horsey and a Shelter? Yes. Going back onto the talk about the glitch with Mew, the Shelter that this trainer has is also a candidate for being able to find Mew in the glitch when doing the glitch. And I took advantage of that when I was trying to get as many Mews as I could. And that's just one thing I love about Generation 1 is just, yeah, there's a lot of coding that went into it that just it doesn't work in the end. But it's such a funny mix of everything that can and or will go wrong that it just makes it fun. Like you could see how you could abuse things like the missing no glitch, or a glitch where Toxic and Leech Seed, two really good moves, stack damage, and you can just watch as the health goes all the way down. Or how recovery moves fail if your HP is a specific value. Or graphical oversights, or all that fun stuff. It's just so much fun, you know? I mean, I know they fixed it for later games and all that, so you can't abuse the system like that. But there's just something fun about it that I enjoyed immensely when I was a kid. Anyways, Swimmer down. I just hate the fact they don't give you a lot of money, and I know it's because they're swimming, but still. Okay, I know the Pokemon Center is there, but I'm just gonna use potions, save a little time. There we go. Now we have to fight this trainer. And this trainer's got a Goldeen, who has a flying move, which is not good for bugs. And it's also a pretty decent level, too. Yeah, that's a thing with trainers in the game. The fewer Pokemon they have, the higher level they tend to be. So I'm just gonna let a little bit of a power punch here knock it out. Good job. Is that enough? There we go. Now, was I right? Yes! Twin Needle! I can make use of this. Now, we're gonna get rid of the useless focus energy. String Shot may be just bad, but if focus energy does nothing, then String Shot does something more by default. So we're gonna get rid of focus energy. But I will start with Paris. A, to help get it some experience, and B, to Stun Spore the first Pokemon so I have a safe switch to Fang. Now, the nice part is that although the Ace Pokemon Starmie is a Psychic type, it doesn't have any Psychic moves, so I don't have to worry about any extra damage. Okay, so we're gonna Stun Spore, just so I can... There we go, that's good. Now, can I hurt it? Ooh, not bad. That's some good damage, and it looks like it's doing a little bit more than what Staryu can do with a Tackle. Yes, in the first gym we faced, Brock, he's programmed to do full heals upon status conditions whereas Misty is randomly programmed to use X Defense on her Pokemon. Okay, but it doesn't stop me from taking down that. Now, I was kind of hoping to do Poison with Twin Needle, but I think I'm gonna rely on Paralysis to slow the Starmie down. Okay. I know Tochka's gonna get knocked out here soon. Yep, as soon as in right now. But that does give me a safe switch to Zing. Now, if you thought Fury Attack was good, here goes Twin Needle. It only hits twice, but look at that damage output. Much better on all counts. Look at that. The Royal King takes the throne again. And that is badge number 2. Hey, this team's starting to shape up. I like it. That means I don't have to come back to Cerulean City to get the badge if I was to have progressed to Vermilion City early. What do we got here? Bubble Beam, and I'm fairly certain that Fang can learn it too. Do I want to use it now or save it? Yeah, I'm gonna use it now. No Pokemon that I'm getting later will have a need for it. So I'm gonna evolve Fang's Water Gun into a Bubble Gun. Alright, well, the Water Gun has improved. And I'm fairly certain that move is there to stay on Fang. Okay. Well, that's pretty good so far. We made some very good progress. Alright, so fresh heal. I'm gonna go tackle one more trainer. Just the final gatekeeper of Cerulean City, as it were. And then I will call the episode. For now, this house here has been robbed by a Team Rocket goon who stole a technical machine for Dig. Oh, your yard. I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No. Well, I just beat Misty, so this trainer is no problem. Do I want to Stun Spore first and then go? Yeah, let's see what it'll do. Yep. There we go. Nice job. Yeah, that's gonna take a few hits. So, to play it safe, since I'll still get some experience. Good. Let loose the bubble gun! More bubbles! Aw, yeah, now, and it even has a chance to lower speed too, so that's just much better than Water Gun. Drowsy. Okay, I still want experience, so I'm gonna switch in Tochka here. Huh. I can still stun Spore. There we go. Oh, now that I think about it, oh. Yeah, I'm fairly certain Drowsy has a Psychic move, so I may have made a stupid play here. Yep. That was 29 damage. So maybe I'll live. Go, Twin Needle! I love ya! Okay, it might have been a bit of a stupid play, but it did knock it out in one round. So good job, Zing. Okay, returns the Dig Tian. There we go. Hey, I got your thing back. Okay. You're just gonna teach a Pokemon that can dig to dig normally? Okay, I'll take your TM. But there we go. So we have finished everything to do in Cerulean City, and we can now make our way to Vermilion. Okay, I think my original plan was to teach Dig to Paris, just to give it another move so that I could use. So Dig has now been taught, and our levels are looking very good, and we're ready to make our progress to the next area. So I'm going to call the episode here, and when we next return, we'll make our way to Vermilion City. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.